Good morning students. Now welcome back our favorite video channel SGVS. Now today we discuss one of the important theorem in the topic circles. Already discussed the basic standard form of the circle, that is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square. This is equation of circle, x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square. Already we discussed the proof of this, and also to solve the problems given center and radius to find equation of circle in last class. Now in this we discuss one of the important theorem. Here we take one general second degree non-homogeneous equation, that is generally denoted by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So this is called second degree non-homogeneous equation because of here the exponent is 2. Therefore this equation having second degree. Therefore that equation is second degree non-homogeneous because of here 2gx, 2fy and c. The exponents are here 1, here 0. So in this each and every term is not equals to 2. Therefore this type of equation is called second degree non-homogeneous equation. Now here that equation represents a circle. That equation represents a circle if and only if the first one a equals to b which are non-zero. This is first condition. Now the second condition is h equal to 0. Here the coefficient of xy h equals to 0, and the third one is g square plus f square minus ac is always greater than or equal to 0. Now here this equation represents a circle. Then we will prove these three conditions, and also conversely we assume these three conditions holds for any general second degree equation. Then that type of equation is represents a circle. Now here we prove two conditions. One condition is, let us assume that this equation represents a circle. Then we will prove these three conditions. And conversely we assume that any kind of equation, that is second degree non-homogeneous equation, holds these three conditions. Then prove that that equation represents a circle. This is the main explanation of the statement of the theorem. Now we go to proof of this. So here first we assume that first we assume that ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal 0. Let it be equation 1. Represents a circle. Represents a circle. Now we prove that three conditions. Now we shall prove that. Now we shall prove the first one, a equals to b, which are non-zero. The second one, coefficient of xy, that is h equal to 0. And finally the third one is g square plus f square minus ac is greater than or equal to 0. So these are three conditions here to prove these three conditions. First of all, we take one center and radius to find equation of circle. Already discussed. Here let c equals to alpha beta be the center and r equals to radius of any circle. Then we know that equation of circle. Then we know that equation of circle. Here already discussed x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals r square. Now we substitute the center of this equation is x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square equals to r square. Now it can be simplified that here each term will be expanded. This is x square minus 2 alpha x plus alpha square. This is the first one. Similarly, in second term also the form of a minus b whole square. So y square minus 2 beta y plus beta square. Now that equals to in right side value is r square. Now if we write separately or in the order x square plus y square minus 2 alpha x minus 2 beta y plus the constants are here alpha square plus beta square equals to r square. Now here we observe that this is equation of circle. Also given the second degree non-homogeneous equation is also one of the circle. Now these are treated same equation, which is equation 2. Since equations 1 and 2 are shown same circles, then we compare coefficients. We get here coefficient of xy. Coefficient of xy is 2h. In this coefficient of xy, here there is no xy term. Therefore, let us assume that the coefficient of xy is 0. Here we write 0 into some xy. Here we write some 0 into xy. Now we comparing the coefficients of xy. In equation 1, coefficient of xy is 2h. In this 0. Therefore, we get 2h equals to 0 implies h equals to 0. Now, here already second condition is proved, h equals 0. Similarly, here we observe that we take ratios of coefficients of x square of both equation 1 and 2. Now here also, here x square coefficient is a. In this x square coefficient is 1, a by 1 equals to b by 1. In this x coefficient is 2g by, in second equation x coefficient is minus 2 alpha. So minus 2 alpha, that equals to, in this y coefficient is 2f. In second equation, y coefficient is minus 2 beta. So minus 2 beta. In this, the constant term is alpha square plus beta square. We take r square to left side. That equals to alpha square plus beta square. Sorry. So in equation 1, the constant is c. By in equation 2, the constant term is alpha square plus beta square minus r square. Now let it be the equation is 3. Here we compare these two parts from equation 3. We get a by 1 equals to b by 1, which implies a equals to b. In first one, a equals to b, already proved. Here we observe these values are always not equal 0. Suppose if a equals to b equals to 0, then the given equation, general second degree equation, is not in second degree. Because of here a equals to b equals 0, the x square coefficient and y square coefficient is always 0. Now the equation becomes a linear equation. The equation becomes a linear equation, not a second degree equation. So if a equal b equals 0, then equation 1 becomes a linear equation, but not a second degree. Therefore, a equals to 0, a is not equals to 0 and b is also not equals to 0. Therefore, here a equals to b is not equals to 0. This is the condition for 1. So, in first condition a equals to b, both are non-zero, already proved. So, these are two parts. So, here we consider the given equation is a circle, then we prove first condition and second condition. Here we take one center and radius, and to find equation of circle, that is x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square equals r square. Now it can be expanded, then we get x square plus y square minus 2 alpha x minus 2 beta y plus alpha square plus beta square equals to r square. Now here we observe in the given equation 1 and already find the equation of circle, that is 2. We comparing the coefficients, then we get 2h equals 0, here h equals 0. This is the condition 2. This is the condition 2. Already proved. And also we take the ratios of the coefficients of x square, y square, x, y and constants of both equations 1 and 2. That is a by 1 equals to b by 1 equals to 2g by minus 2 alpha equals to f by minus 2 beta equals c by alpha square plus beta square minus r square. Now here first we take two terms, a by 1 equals b by 1. From this a equals to b. And also if here these values equals to 0, then equation 1 becomes a linear equation but not a second degree. Because of already the given equation is always second degree equation. Here a equals b equals 0, then this is linear equation, it becomes linear equation. Therefore here we take a is not equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. From both these two conditions, a equals to b, which is not equals to 0, which is equation 1, which is the condition 1. Already two conditions proved here. Next we go to third condition. Now here we take a by 1 equals to 2g by minus 2 alpha. From equation 3, a by 1 equals to 2g by minus 2 alpha. Here in both numerator and denominator 2 will be cancelled, which implies here alpha equals to minus g by a. Similarly we take a by 1 equals to 2f by minus 2 beta. From same equation we take a by 1 equals to 2f by minus 2 beta. Here also we cancel 2 both numerator and denominator. Here we get the value of beta equals to minus f by a. Now which implies here we take a by 1 equals to the last term c by alpha square plus beta square minus r square. Now here alpha square plus beta square minus r square equals to, here we take a to right side, that is divided with c. So c by a, that equals to c by a. Now from this one we find r square. We take r square to right side, that is plus r square. Now we take c by a to left side. Here alpha square plus beta square minus c by a. Now already found the values alpha and beta. In this substitute these two values, minus g by a whole square plus minus f by a whole square minus c by a. Now it can be simplified that r square equals to, in this g square by a square plus f square by a square minus c by a. Now we take LCM, that is a square from these three. Here in the numerator the value is g square plus f square. Here in c by a denominator is a. Now divide with a to a square, that is value is a. Multiply with a to c, that is minus AC. Now here to found the value of R, that is here we write G square plus F square, square root of G square plus F square minus AC by A square. So this is R. Now here we observe that from condition 1, A is not equal 0. Now squaring on both sides, A square is not equal 0 means A square is strictly greater than 0. This is in the denominator. Therefore here the value of R, which is always greater than 0, since A square is greater than 0. Now here we get square root of G square plus F square minus AC is always greater than or equal 0. Now squaring on both sides, here G square plus F square minus AC is always greater than or equal to 0, which is condition 3. So this is third condition. Now here we assume this second degree equation represents a circle. Then we prove that A equal to B is not equal to 0. This is condition 1. H equal to 0. This is condition 2. G square plus F square minus AC is greater than or equal to 0. This is condition 3. So these three conditions holds. Then the second degree equation represents a circle. Now conversely we assume that these three conditions holds for second degree equation. We will prove the second degree equation is represents a circle. Now here we prove any second degree non-homogeneous equation holds these three conditions, then that equation represents a circle. Now conversely we assume that the equation x square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2jx plus 2fy plus c equal 0 holds the following conditions. That are, first one, A equals to B, which is not equal to 0. Second one, H equals 0. And the final one, G square plus F square minus AC is greater than or equal to 0. Here we observe that this is, let it be some equation 1 in this one, in this converse proof. So here, now from the above conditions, equation 1 becomes ax square plus ay square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. Here we observe a equals to b. Now we substitute b equals to a in this equation, and also we substitute h equals 0 in equation 1. Then we get xy term equals to 0. Therefore we write ax square plus ay square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. Now here we divide with a on both sides. X square plus y square plus 2g by ax plus 2f by ay plus c by a equals 0. Now here we observe that in left side terms can be written in perfect square. Here we add two terms, that are, first we write x square. Here we write 2g by ax can be written as 2 into x into g by a. Here this is the form of a square plus 2ab. Next term is b square. Here b means g by a. Now here we add g square by a square from this term. Similarly, here we write y terms also in written as perfect square plus y square. Here the y term is 2f by a y. Now we write 2 into y into f by a plus here the b term is f by a. So we add f square by a square on both sides. Here we take c by a to right side. Here we add g square by a square and f square by a square, and we take right side c by a. Now in right side values are g square by a square plus f square by a square minus c by a. Here it have plus sign. Now we take to right side, it have minus sign. Now here we observe that in this it can be written as x plus g by a whole square plus in this one y plus f by a whole square, that equals to, here we write g square plus f square minus ac by a square. Now we take LCM a square, and to simplify that, then RHS value is g square plus f square minus ac by a square. Now here we write x minus of minus g by a whole square plus y minus of minus f by a whole square equals to, here we write in square root of g square plus f square minus ac by a square whole square. We observe that in this, from third condition, g square plus f square minus ac is always greater than or equal to 0. Now here this is always positive value. This is always positive value. So which is the form of standard form of the circle? Here x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square. So here we observe that in equation 2 the RHS value is always positive because of from third condition g square plus f square minus ac is greater than or equal to 0. Since g square plus f square minus ac is greater than or equal to 0 from third condition, then equation 2 represents a standard form of a circle. A standard form of a circle, which is the form of x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square. Therefore center C equals to, here center is minus g by a minus f by a, minus g by a minus f by a, and radius r equals to square root of g square plus f square minus ac whole by, we take a square to square root outside square root, we write in the denominator, that is mod a. Here we take a is negative. Now here it inside the modulus, therefore that value is always positive. So this is the center and radius of the circle. Here we assume the general second degree equation holds these three conditions, then we get that equation represents a circle. Here center of the circle is minus g by a minus f by a, and radius equals to square root of g square plus f square minus ac by mod a. So this is a converse proof of this theorem. Now in previous slide we proved that this equation represents a circle and holds these three conditions, and also here conversely we assume that this equation holds these three conditions and that equation represents a circle. So this is the proof of this theorem. This is very important. Now here we take some conditions also from this one in the node conditions. So this is the converse proof of this theorem. So this is very important. Now we take some note conditions also. Here we discuss. Now the important note conditions. First of all, the general second degree equation of the circle. The general second degree equation, the general form of this. Now the note conditions are, here we observe that the first one is the general form of the circle. The general form of the equation of circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. This is the general form. Here we observe that in this theorem, here x square coefficient is a, here x square coefficient is 1. Now here we take a equals to 1, then we get it can be reduced to the general form, that is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Here center c equals to, here we take the center is minus g minus f, and r equals to radius r equals to square root of g square plus f square minus a. In this one, g square plus f square minus ac by a, here a equals to 1. Now we reduce the form of g square plus f square minus 1 into c whole by mod a, that is mod 1. Therefore radius r equals to square root of g square plus f square minus c. So this is center and radius. Now the second one is, here we take radius equals 0 if r equals to square root of g square plus f square minus c equals 0, then the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0 represents a point circle. Represents a point circle. Point circle means, here we take center, some constant, non-zero constant radius. This is center C, this is non-zero constant. Here we take radius equal 0. The outside edge of the circle will be coincide to the center. Now it can be reduced to the point. Now this point is called point circle. In this case, a center itself is a point circle. A center itself is a point circle. Then equation of circle is x square plus y square equals 0. Circle means point circle. Equation of point circle is x square plus y square equal to 0. And third condition is, for suppose this equation passing through origin. This equation passing through origin. Let it be some equation 1. If equation 1 passes through O00, passes through O00, then here we substitute 00 in this equation 1. X square means 0, 0 square, y square means 0. So 2g into 0 plus 2f into 0. Here totally x and y terms are all equals to 0. So 0 square plus 0 square plus 2g into 0 plus 2f into 0 plus c equal to 0. Now here we get the value of c is always 0. Therefore, the equation of circle passing through origin, then that can be reduced to x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy Here constant is 0, equal to 0. So this is the equation of circle which passing through the origin. This is the third point. Now here we take one xy plane. In this, on x-axis the coordinate points are of the form a0. On y-axis the coordinates of the form is of the form 0, comma a. Here we observe that the center of the circle lie on x-axis. The center of the circle lie on x-axis. That means here c equals to minus g minus f, which takes on x-axis. The y coordinate is 0. Here, if c lies on x-axis, then minus f equal to 0, which implies f equal to 0. Therefore, equation of circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx. Here f is 0. That means y term is 0 plus c equals 0. This is the equation of circle. Here the center lie on x-axis. Similarly, here center lie on y-axis. This c lie on y-axis. Here x coordinate is 0. Here x coordinate means minus g. If c lies on y-axis, then minus g equals 0, which implies g equals to 0. Therefore, equation of circle is x square plus y square. Here minus g equals 0. That means g equals 0. X term is 0. Therefore, 2fy x square plus y square plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So here center lie on y-axis. So here center lies on x-axis. The equation can be reduced to x square plus y square plus 2x plus c equals 0. If c lies on y-axis, center lies on y-axis, then equation of circle can be reduced to x square plus y square plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. In both cases, r equals to. In this one, g square, f square is 0, g square minus c. And in this case, radius r equals to square root of f square minus c. These are the radius. Depend upon center lie on x-axis or center lie on y-axis. And also, here we observe that suppose two circles are there having same center. Two circles are there having same center. Now here we take one circle and we take another circle also having same center, but radius are different. So this is suppose r, this is suppose r dash. Now here any two circles having same center with different radius, that type of circles are called concentric circles. That type of circles are called concentric circles. That is next point. This is fourth one. This is fifth one. Concentric circles means any two circles, not only two, minimum we take two circles. Any two circles having same center with different radii. Then the circles are called concentric circles. Here one circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. Now any circle concentric with this circle, then that circle is. Then concentric circle is of the form is of the form having same center. So here we does not change x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy, because of it has same center. So minus g minus f is the common center. But here we change only constant term. Now here we take different constant, that is c dash, that equals to 0. Now we take one circle, any circle concentric with that circle, then that circle is of the form x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c dash equal to 0. Here only we observe c and c dash. These are different. The remaining terms, the remaining coefficients and terms of all these two circles are same, but only constants are different. So this is concentric circles. So these are the important node conditions for this theorem. Now using these conditions to solve the problems. Here given one second degree non-homogeneous equation to find constants a, b, h and radius and center of the equation, and also that equation represents a circle to following three conditions. So next we will discuss solutions of the problems using these conditions in the next video. Thank you, one and all.